Just one final word about shapefiles versus geodatabases. As I said, we manage GIS data in this area over here called catalog. And notice when we look at a shapefile, we see one file. You need to be aware that if you are copying and pasting data, it is best to do it in a catalog. Let's look at the same thing in Windows Explorer. Notice that when I go to my boundaries, we see lots of different data here. And let me make sure I have the corresponding one up here. Notice that when we look at any shapefile here, you see it listed a whole bunch of times with different file extensions. So if I were to copy all this data in Windows Explorer to another folder, I would have to take all of these file extensions to make the shapefile work. If I just simply took this and moved it and then tried to add it, you would get an error that the file is corrupt because you have to have all of these. Each of these are giving a component to the shapefile. This PRJ is the projection data. The DBF that you see here is the attribute table, and the others provide the geometry information. So if you don't have all of those, it's not going to work. Likewise, let's say your colleague in another municipality wants the data that you have, and you say, oh, I'm going to email it to you. If you just email this shapefile and none of these other files along with it, that person is not going to be able to use that data. If you're going to share a shapefile with someone, you want to select all of these, right-click on it, and go to send to compressed folder so that it puts it as a zip file. It puts them all in one file so that when you send that, you're actually getting all the components of the shapefile. So that's something to be very aware of as you start sharing data, moving data, and so forth. If you are going to be moving data or reorganizing data on your own personal computer, the place that you want to do this is in catalog within ArcGIS, because when you copy a shapefile, for instance, it's automatically taking all of those hidden files like the PRJ, the DBF with it when you copy and paste, whereas when you're in Windows Explorer, it will not do that for you. So again, just be aware of this issue because it can make for a very frustrating beginning in GIS if you're not completely aware of that.